Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, project you live as a champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a choke slam. Here to give it to you raw. This is Wrestling with Savage. SmackDown, hold the title. This is Wrestling with Savage. What?
Wrestling with Savage begins now.
What's going on, everybody? Welcome to Wrestling with Savage, the AEW Weekly Update. It's Wednesday night, so you know what that means. We just saw Dynamite. I'm going to be updating you on Rampage and Collision, and we're going to have all-in predictions and discussion. And there's a lot we're going to talk about, to be honest with you. We're going to lower that music right now, though, real quick. That's my boy Carpio Beats. Shout out to him for the beats. Go follow him on Instagram. A lot to talk about tonight. A lot to talk about, but we're going to get up to AEW Weekly Update right now. We have Rampage. We had Collision. Let me know in the comments if you saw it and what did you think of each show? What did you think of the matches? All of it. Whatever you liked, didn't like, loved, let me know in the comments. Moving on to Rampage, where Wheeler Yuta defeated the Butcher. Some shots from the action there. Listen, it's obvious that AEW is high on Wheeler Yuta. They love him. They're going to continue to use him. They think he is exactly what they need. Maybe they do need a Wheeler Yuta to step up and be that next guy. They kind of made that clear tonight on Dynamite. If you were watching Dynamite tonight, he is out there at the end of the night next to Bryan Danielson. And we'll get into that when we start talking about Dynamite. But listen, they're putting him on TV. They're letting him get wins. They've been letting him get wins. They let him do good at Ring of Honor. It's my opinion that AEW higher-ups are big on Wheeler Yuta. So expect this guy to have a big future. Expect this guy to start winning more titles and more matches, especially when Bryan Danielson steps away, which we'll find out if that's going to happen at All In. He had a great match. He won. Brian Cage comes out. He's looking like an absolute stud. He was in action, taking on Manny Lowe. And, of course, he would pick up the win, continuing to pick up momentum. Harley Cameron, she lost to Nyla Rose. Some shots from the action. You can see for Brian Cage, it's just another night at the office. No big deal there. He picks up the very convincing victory as he needs to also gain momentum. He's somebody that they need to look at as someone who needs to be taken seriously. Nyla Rose absolutely obliterating her competition. No problem there. And we move on to the Bad Apple, Brian Keith, who was in action with the Learning Tree, Chris Jericho by his side. And Mr. Bad Apple, Brian Keith, he had Ridgewood, what's his name? Redwood, excuse me. The Redwood was with him as well versus Jackson Drake. Kind of hard to imagine that you're going to lose when you have Jericho and Big Bill next to you. I don't see that happening at all. Some shots from the action there. Keith is another one that they're taking time in. They're investing in him. Jericho's taking a liking to him. So to me, I know a lot of people hate on Chris Jericho and a lot of people are giving him criticism saying you're taking TV time away from people and all this. Is he really taking away TV time, or is he giving people TV time? Because if it wasn't for Chris Jericho, these two guys probably wouldn't be on Dynamite. So for that and that alone, you should all stop hating on Chris Jericho. He's trying to get people over. He's been trying to get people over. Matter of fact, he hasn't gone anywhere near that AEW World title in a long time. He stayed away from it because he doesn't need it. He's bigger than that title. He's Chris Jericho. He's the Ocho. He's not only a pillar and a staple of the AEW roster, but he's literally the living heartbeat right now. They need Chris Jericho in a bad way. They really need Chris Jericho in a bad way. I can't even begin to describe to you how bad they need Chris Jericho. If they didn't have Chris Jericho, the ratings would be even lower. We're talking about shows that are getting under 200,000 people watching on primetime television. That is bad. These are all-time bad numbers. So when you want to bash a guy like Chris Jericho, who can maybe potentially bring you in 50,000 viewers by himself, it's not good for your brand. Not at all. Chris Jericho's the Ocho. He's elevating talent, and I like seeing it. Now, MXM Collection, new to AEW here, formerly known as Maximum Male Miles. Well, they picked up the win against Private Party as they begin their journey in AEW. The question is, how serious are the fans going to take them? How serious is Tony Khan going to take them? Does he see them as potential future champions? Or are they just another commodity where they're going to come in and have great matches and put people over, have fun, cut videos, but never really be a threat to the tag team titles? I'd love to know in the comments if you think these guys, MXM, can get in the tag team title picture, and can they be taken seriously? I'd love to know what you think. Here's some shots from the action. These guys are certified stars. They're WWE trained. But honestly, they're trained at catering lately, as far as what they were doing in WWE. And they had a good thing going with LA Knight, with Max Dupree or whatever. But, that got niched as soon as Vince went on his little hiatus. But nonetheless, here they are now in AEW. And I think they have a lot of potential here. Mansoor, I don't even know if that's what they're calling themselves this time. But Mansoor, he won what was it, the greatest Royal Rumble of all time, they called it, in India? I don't even know where it was, but he won it. It's a big deal. He was a beast, too, that night. So we'll see what happens with his career in AEW now. Moving on to Collision, which takes place on Saturday nights at 8 p.m. on TNT. We'd have the match start off right here. You can see Collision started off with a hot match right away. Just meat on meat action. And we're just going to take a look at some of the action right here throughout the night. Some great shots from Collision. Collision looks like it's been stepping it up lately. Like, I like seeing Kyle Fletcher on Collision. I love seeing Brian Cage on Collision. That's a great match right there. If you missed it, you might want to go back and watch it. Mystical has always been a treat to watch. He's been a treat this entire time now. Every time we've seen him wrestle, he's been a highlight. And I think he's going to continue to do so. The Patriarchy have been nothing but money. Christian Cage is on his way to being the best manager in the business right now. He looks great. Great choice for Trios champions. Instant way to elevate all of them without having to sacrifice singles competition for any of them. This is why the Trios titles should also be a little more elevated right now. And I feel like Christian Cage is the perfect person to lead that charge and start all these great storylines with House of Black and the Gang Bang and all these other new trios that are hopefully going to come up. I don't think the Lucha Bros and Pac are going to be a trio anymore. I think Pac is going to move on to singles competition and hone in on becoming the AEW World Champion. And I believe Penta and Ray are going to go to the WWE. I'll keep you posted on that as time goes on. Here on Wrestling with Savage, where I ask you, please like, share, subscribe, let everybody know about this podcast that we cover with WWE and AEW. But moving on to the shots, like I said, how can you tell me the Trios division isn't heating up right now? It really is. We have 3 different teams right there in that one screenshot. And all 3 of those teams, one of them's a champ, 2 of them want to be champs. A lot of history between everyone in that picture. So I can't wait to see how this turns out. Maybe this leads to a triple threat match at All In. That's what I'm predicting. We'll see. Here we go. Thunder Rosa. See that shot right there with these guys just fighting over the titles right there, they're actually doing good storytelling there. So I'll give AEW props on Collision this past weekend. And Thunder Rosa, one of my all-time favorites, host of Busted Open. There she is, just kicking ass again. Deanna, I wonder what's going to happen with Deanna. I'm very interested to see. You see, it's happening again. Mariah May, Toni Storm, they're going to close out the show right there. And I want to read these words to you from Christian Cage, Malachi, you walk with this swagger and this cloud around you like you're better than everybody else. And that's my problem with you. You think you're a bigger star than you are. You didn't come out here to challenge us for these trios championships. You came out here because you looked at Christian Cage and you realized that everything I touch turns to gold. I heard the hype train, but maybe you haven't lived up to it. Maybe you're looking for some fatherly advice. Great job by Christian Cage. Dustin Rhodes said it's been an emotional week for him, but the stars aligned and he and the Von Erichs are Texas best. Sammy Guevara interrupted the interview. Sammy told Dustin that he wants to work with him. He wants to be with him. So this is great news. Sammy's getting back in the mix, and that's not a bad idea to put him with someone like Dustin Rhodes, who has that connection with the fans. Interesting, exciting. I think it could be good. We'll see how good it gets, and they could also probably end up having a match against each other to cap it all off, and it would be a good match. Very, very excited to see what happens with that. Claudio, the winner in this Continental Collision 3-way match, continuing to build his momentum, which every wrestler needs, especially in AEW. Momentum is everything in AEW. Without it, you're dead in the water. Mystical and Hologram, they defeated the premier athletes. Tony Nese, always looking like $10 million. So shout out to him. Timeless Toni Storm. Good God. Tony's opponent, the fashionista, Rachel Channel, took the opportunity. Maybe it's Rachel Chanel. I don't even know. She took the opportunity to blindside to distract the champion. Back in the ring, Toni Storm rocked Ricochet with a running hip attack. Tony spiked Ricochet with a Storm Zero, and she got the win via pinfall. And then obviously you saw what happened with Mariah May at the end of that. Kyle Fletcher versus Brian Cage. Huge win for Kyle Fletcher. And I'm a fan of this because this is leading into his match with MJF. They want to push him. They want to make him a star. They want to make him someone that is attractive to the fans to say, hey, I can't wait to see the next Kyle Fletcher match. And he has that ability. He has the ability to get in the ring and captivate you with his wrestling. He's very, very talented. And his movement, his timing, his moveset, his look. I mean, he looks like an anime character come to life. Very cool to watch him wrestle. Thunder Rosa picking up the win against Taya Valkyrie very quickly, very effectively. And Darby Allin, Mark Briscoe, FTR, picking up the win against the Beast Mordos and the Undisputed Kingdom to cap off Collision. And wow, what a weekend of wrestling. Don't forget, we also had SummerSlam in case you missed it. And I know this isn't the WWE Weekly update, but hey, why not? Liv Morgan defeated Rhea Ripley. I'm so hyped to see what's going to happen now, because now this is changing everything in the Judgment Day. The Judgment Day, not even dismantled. They're actually maybe stronger than ever, but this means that Rhea Ripley's committed to the full babyface. And I am excited to see it because you know what? She deserves to make as much money as you can. And that's what babyfaces do. They make money. It's time for mommy to make more money than any woman in the history of this business. And I see it happening sooner than later. I don't know if it's going to happen at Bash at Berlin, but I think we could see this play out until the Survivor Series, maybe even the Royal Rumble. Dom, though, considered maybe the luckiest man on planet Earth by many as of right now. So very excited to see all that play out. Bron Breakker exactly did what he needed to do, which was destroy Sami Zayn. Spear after spear, and then boom, you're the new champion because you're better, you're stronger. Great. Should have seen it already. LA Knight defeating Logan Paul, and Logan Paul proving why he's so goddamn good. Congratulations to LA Knight on becoming your new United States champion. Well deserved. Well done. Live hot SummerSlam crowd, over 57,000 watching greatness in the ring. And when I talk about greatness, both of these guys are great, but Logan Paul is demonstrating greatness, ladies and gentlemen. So stay tuned and pay attention. It's good shit. Great match. Not match of the night, but great match. Maybe the move of the night by Logan Paul. Nia Jax did exactly what I told everybody what she was going to do, which is destroy Bayley. She shitted on Bayley, beat up Bayley. Tiffy Time with a strategy, and I called it. I said Tiffy Time was going to come out, and there it is. There's your new champion. The Queen and the Princess. Drew McIntyre, CM Punk maybe had the match of the night, at least storytelling-wise, definitely the match of the night. Fun match. CM Punk looked in the prime form from AEW back to WWE, first singles competition in 10 years. CM Punk did not disappoint. Great match, but CM Punk screwed. CM Punk, find out more about this tomorrow night and find out more about what I thought about this match where Gunther is your new World Wrestling Federation, right? It should be World Wrestling Federation. That sounds much better. World Wrestling Federation, the leader in sports entertainment. And no, maybe. I've heard rumors that it could happen. They're trying to make a way where it could be WWE and they start a faction or something or a division called WWF and then another one that's WCW. I know they want to try to revive all of that. Big props out to Damian Priest, who was above everyone else this night as far as his in-ring performance. Absolutely stellar performance. The physicality that he showed proved why he is a main eventer and why he's going to continue to be a main eventer. He's got a great storyline for years to come right now that people are always going to remember. And Damian lost sight of the ball here. We'll find out more about it tomorrow night when you watch the Savage Storm Super Wrestling Show. Cody Rhodes, Solo Sikoa. What a night. What a night for Solo, right? He was going to win tonight? Nope. Jacob looked good. I'm surprised that table didn't break in half because he's an absolute behemoth of a man. Look at this. Look at this shot. Look at the airtime this man is able to get. It's like, it's not human. It's not right. Look at this shit. Look at this shit, man. And you know what? That's not even what I got everybody to pop. Right there, what you're seeing on your screen, ladies and gentlemen, that's called money. That's called money. Money, because that's what Roman Reigns does. He generates money. The only thing that matters in this business is making money. Does he sell shirts? Does he sell toys? Does he sell posters, lunch boxes, collectibles, trading cards, everything and anything with his face and name on it? Wow. Looks like we got some comments. Let me see what's going on. Fresh take, what's going on in the chat? A little dead. Switching back to the after show format, just because it's a little easier to do 1 hour solo than it is to do 2 or 3. And, it helps me get back to what my show used to be about, which was getting everybody fast coverage and giving them an actual weekly update in under an hour. That used to be the goal every week. And like I was saying before your beautiful comment took my attention away, Roman Reigns. He is everything you want to be in this business. It took a long time for him to get here, but wow, look at the ride. Look at the progression that Roman Reigns made. I mean, this is someone that everybody was chanting, Roman Reigns sucks. Roman sucks. People hated on Roman in, I think it was 2015 when he won the Rumble for the first time, and wow, the WWE Universe was devastated. Look how far we've come in 9 years from there. Look good. Superman punch looked good. Spear looked good. Roman Reigns looks good. Every box, check. Original Tribal Chief, check. SummerSlam on point, check. SummerSlam was fire. I loved it. Oh, by the way, Jelly Roll came out and he choke slammed Austin Theory. Yeah, that's a good shot. I'll take another look at that. Yeah, SummerSlam was fire, bro. SummerSlam was straight up lit. Every match was good. Every story was good. Now, sure, it wasn't 80,006 packed out in there, but it's summer. People are going on vacation. Not everyone's going to be able to get to these events. They have so many events. So I don't want the fans to freak out. All right? So many events. We can't get to all of them. Let's move it on to tonight. AEW kicked off with a bang. MJF, Kyle Fletcher stole the show. Definitely match of the night. Kyle Fletcher really proved again why he deserves to be on Dynamite much more often. Him and MJF had a fantastic storytelling match with great moments with Don Callis coming out, giving the screwdriver to Kyle Fletcher. Absolute beautiful sequences by two of the best doing it today. MJF with a great crowd work. You could see the screwdriver right there on the floor, but it wasn't going to happen. He decided not to do it. And then MJF came in like the wolf that he is, low blow while the ref was distracted by Collis. Brainbuster. 1, 2, 3. Kyle Fletcher done. He would lose against Maxwell Jacob Friedman, Mr. America, the American champion, maybe the greatest American champion of all time. Mariah May defeating Viva Van, and convincingly, right? I mean, that's a screenshot I have for you. The match was over, and then she had a gift waiting for her, and the gift was a poster or a cardboard cutout poster of a photo. Mariah May, Toni Storm, and Mariah May's being cuddled and embraced by Toni. And then the other side had, die, Mariah, die. And then, of course, Toni Storm would come out and attack her, and security would come in. It's, refs would come out, and they'd break it up. We move on to the bad apple, Brian Keith. By the way, Chris Jericho. On commentary is always a good thing. It's always a good thing. But Shibata was able to make Brian Keith tap out tonight, but that didn't stop Jericho from coming out and beating the hell out of Shibata. And they really got in there. They got their licks in there. Darby Allin was on TV tonight, cut a little promo. Can he capture the TNT title for the third time? He was telling Jungle Boy Jack Perry, maybe you don't have to make it to Dynamite. You don't have to make it to Rampage. You don't have to make it to Collision, but you have to make it to All In. We'll get to our predictions for All In a moment. Hangman Adam Page. Let's actually hear from Hangman Adam Page for once.
But for that one man, there have been a dozen or more other dumbasses to get in my way, and justice delayed is justice denied. But look at me, and believe me when I tell you that I will have what I want.
Wow. He will have what he wants. And you know what he wants. He wants that AEW World Championship from this guy who had an interview with Jim Ross. Let's hear what Swerve Strickland had to say.
Can you beat Bryan Danielson at Wembley Stadium?
Not only can I beat Bryan Danielson, I will beat Bryan Danielson in Wembley Stadium. And then his legacy belongs to me now.
Wow. Strong words from Swerve Strickland. We'll find out if he can hold up to his word right there. Then we saw Orange Cassidy, FTR. Trios action against Roderick Strong, Toro, Blanco, Rush, and the Beast Mordos. And of course, Orange Cassidy and FTR won, but that wouldn't be the end of that. That was actually a great match. I had a lot of fun with that match. They did some innovative shit running around the ring, causing chaos. But in the end, the claims out there. And then they got dumped on by FTR, who was just ripping them on the mic. Just ripping them on the mic. I mean, is Acclaimed even a thing anymore? World Trios Champions, the Patriarchy. We were told by Christian Cage that he is going to be the special guest ref for the Bang Bang Gang versus House of Black on Collision this Saturday. And we had an exclusive shot right there of Kyle Fletcher, who was busted open as he was hurt by the American GOAT champion, MJF. Here's MJF after defeating Fletcher. He sets his sight on another one of Will's friends. He's going to kick his ass on August 11th. More information on Twitter. Kamille was in action. She showed up. No problems beating up multiple people. Handicap match. She's out here just picking up wins. Standing next to Mercedes Moné. Getting paid. Both of them getting paid to do nothing. But Kamille, maybe Camille's a little more impressive than Mercedes Moné. I'll give Kamille a chance. She's done no wrong. She's just trying to get there. Moné has already been there. She needs to be elevating to another level. Britt Baker, can she elevate to another level at All In? We'll talk about it in just a moment when we get to the All In predictions. But let's get to the main event where Jeff Jarrett took on Bryan Danielson and an absolute slobber knocker. You had your boy Ricky the Dragon Steamboat over there. Great match that was all over the arena. You could see Tony Khan was definitely excited about this matchup tonight. Oh God. Wow. Who snuck this in? Again, we're Mercedes. Mercedes, listen. I don't know if you paid someone to just do that because that's how desperate you are for attention. But get your ass off of my show and do it now. Nice shot of Swerve, AEW World Heavyweight Champion right there. Nice shot from Blood and Guts fan artwork right there. 20 days till All In London. The buses are ready. The decorations are ready. Promotional property is put up. Happy birthday to Dean Malenko and Mariah May, your future new AEW Women's World Champion. Happy birthday to Chris Statlander. This Saturday, Deonna Purrazzo takes on Thunder Rosa. Make sure you're watching that as it's going to be a Texas bull rope match and anything goes. Some nice merch available at shopaew.com right now. Some new shirts for Sammy Guevara, Swerve Strickland, Mariah May. Nice tank top there if you're bored. All In London, August 25th. Make sure you're watching. Will Ospreay. Right? He's not in this match. We thought that's what we're going to see. No, we didn't get that. We're getting this. We're getting Swerve Strickland versus Bryan Danielson, who some say arguably is the greatest wrestler of all time. This match is going to be the match of the night, but Swerve Strickland will win. Swerve Strickland must win. His reign is special. You know how they say, he's in the zone. Swerve is not in the zone. Swerve is the zone. And that title needs to stay on him ASAP. So I'm calling Swerve Strickland for that match. Now, unfortunately, I want Britt Baker to win this match, and I want Britt Baker to do so much damage that Sasha Mercedes, whatever the hell Mone her name is, needs to go to her dentist office and get work done because her teeth will be missing after this match. I hope Britt Baker kicks your ass. I hope Britt Baker busts you open. I hope Britt Baker takes this shit to lights out levels and whoops your candy ass Mercedes money. Yeah, Mone. Jack Perry, Darby Allin, All In London. Now, Jack Perry has all the waves riding behind him for this one right here. But Darby Allin, on the other hand, coming in hot. We just talked about it earlier. In AEW, it's all about momentum. If you lose the momentum, you could be dead in the water forever. You may never come back again. Don't believe me? Look at the Acclaimed. Look at the Acclaimed. When you lose that momentum, it may never come back for you the way it once was. And right now, scapegoat Jack Perry has that. And I think that's what's going to help make sure he walks away at All In London, the winner. And still TNT champion, MJF versus Will Ospreay for the AEW American Championship. Sorry, ladies and gentlemen. I'm sorry to burst everybody's bubble right now, but unless there's some kind of a miracle performed by Jesus Christ himself, MJF's going to do whatever it takes to walk away the American champion. He's going to do everything it takes to make sure that that title stays the American Championship, and he's going to do everything he can to make sure he walks out of that building the most hated man that's ever walked out of that building. Yeah, I was at House of Glory. Yeah. Yeah, I was at House of Glory. Absolutely. All In London TNT Championship. We talked about it already. I don't know why this slide is here. It's okay. Grand Slam coming up Wednesday, September 25th. And breaking news, I will be at Grand Slam. I will be backstage at Grand Slam, more than likely. So stay tuned. It's going to be good. It's going to be really, 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 really good. All right, let's get up to my favorite part of the show. All right, some breaking news here. Eric Bischoff says Mercedes Moné should be terrified of losing her spot after the ratings decline. she should be terrified of losing her spot for much more than just that. Eric Bischoff accuses Tony Khan of desperately trying to emulate Vince McMahon. All right, so what? Who doesn't try to emulate Vince McMahon? Anybody who's a wrestling booker or promoter obviously tries to follow the basic recipe of Vince McMahon Professional Wrestling 101. Stop it. It's nonsense. It's stupid news. Bryan Danielson reveals relationship status with him, CM Punk, after the firing. He says he hasn't talked to him since then because of legal matters and issues. So they still haven't talked. Honestly, I think this is all convenient right now for Bryan Danielson to lose to Swerve Strickland, leave AEW, and go back home to WWE and get his Legends contract, Hall of Fame, all of that good stuff. They need more people in the Hall of Fame. That's the way it works. Overdrive, TNT, going to be coming to you this Saturday at 10 o'clock. It's going to be a whole new show featuring AEW talent. They're not wrestling. I think they're just showing highlights. It's like a whatever. It's a crappy MTV show. Britt Baker to appear in Cobra Kai among her new suspension. So I guess she's filming for the last 2 seasons. That is cool. That is very cool. That's big news. To me, that's bigger than Mandalorian for Mercedes Moné, because last time I checked, Cobra Kai is probably like the most watched streamed show ever on the internet. Like, it's insane how many people watch it because of that link to the 80s. And just congratulations to Britt Baker. Continued success. I don't care if you're banned from AEW. You rock, girl, so keep doing what you do. Tony Khan says AEW's future is very bright after his Paris trip. Apparently, there's going to be a big Warner Brothers deal coming. I'm sure it's going to have access to all AEW content, pay-per-views, new shows, $19.99 a month or whatever they're going to charge. We'll find out. I am excited to see what they are going to do, though. Anything to help generate some money. Get back some of the money that you spent and that you're still spending on CM Punk and Mercedes useless. Reason behind Britt Baker being suspended over MJF backstage, and it's because MJF is MJF. He's got the pull. He got pissed off probably by something she said or did, and maybe she did do something stupid. I don't know. I wasn't there. You weren't there. But I know it was enough to get her suspended on the word of what MJF said. So, yeah, she'll be back, though. But again, it could be a work. They could be working us nasty. Who knows? Who knows? AEW Collision viewership for August 3rd sees significant decrease. I bet you this whole thing is bullshit so she can just film Cobra Kai right now. She's probably filming. I mean, it's also convenient that the news about Cobra Kai comes out the same time as the news about this. So, maybe they just work this whole story up so she can go film Cobra Kai. She's suspended. She's not suspended. She's filming Cobra Kai season 6.2, whatever the hell it is. Come on, stop it. Stop it. AEW Collision viewership for August 3rd sees significant decrease. And yes, it has been seeing lower and lower and lower. And that's why it's important that we keep the big stars that they have there so we can keep drawing people in. We're no more CM Punk. No more Adam Copeland. Miro, who's that guy? I don't know. But you know what I'm saying? People that would tune in are not tuning in. And we'll see if that's going to be a trend that continues or if it's going to change. Tony Khan says Shane McMahon is very smart about wrestling after the recent meeting. Obviously, he's very smart about wrestling. He's a McMahon. He grew up closer to the WWF probably than any other human ever alive because he was next to Vince McMahon the whole time. Everything his father did, he watched, whether it was at home or in the arena. Vince was on the road with him 24/7 probably from the day he was born all the way up until college. Come on. Shane knows this business as good, if not better, than anyone walking around right now. So we know that already. Bryan Danielson is open to working with Shane McMahon in AEW. Interesting. That could be something that keeps Bryan Danielson in AEW for the foreseeable future. I'm interested to see it because they have a great working relationship. They know each other so well. I know they respect each other. They probably love each other. All of that stuff. So we'll see what's going to happen. Stay tuned for the breaking news. Right now, just know that you've been watching Wrestling with Savage. Every Tuesday night, I bring you the WWE Weekly update immediately following NXT. Sometimes I go live sporadically. This week, again, you're watching AEW right now, but tomorrow you can watch the Savage Storm Super Wrestling Show where we'll cover everything pro wrestling the entire week in detail. Thursday, immediately following that show, you can watch Marty Jannetty's new podcast episode 35. MJ's big award speech. Very good episode, very touching stuff here. Marty went to the gathering and he got gifted, a lifetime achievement award. So, the speech is on there. We have his reaction on there, some stories about some other wrestlers. And if you like stories, then make sure you just keep watching, because Becoming Savage is officially on the way. It should be debuting live next Tuesday at 10:30 p.m. And it's going to be something that's very special and dear to me. I've been working very hard on this to make it a very detailed, intimate story over the last 3 years. And, much more than that, obviously. The detailed part's the last 3 years, but you do get a story in the background of the last 40 and how it all links together and coming full circle. And what it entails to become Savage. Intimate look at many different parts of the New York wrestling scene, the Pennsylvania wrestling scene, the New Jersey wrestling scene, and much, much more. So I hope you watch it. I hope you like it, and let me know what you think about it. And then immediately following that show on Thursday night at 10 p.m., the interview with Marty Jannetty will be simulcasted on Wrestling with Savage and the Party with Marty channel. So watch it wherever you like. Look out for it, man. Big shout out to the WWE for still making Make-A-Wish like very real, and they take care of all these kids. Even Drew McIntyre, who's a bad guy. Prince Nana coffee on sale now. All you need to do is go to Google, okay? You're going to go to Google. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go to Prince Nana Coffee. You're going to Google Prince Nana Coffee. And it's very easy, okay? It's very easy. After that, you put in coupon code SAVAGE and
Prince Nana, and you know who? The Greek Savage. Tell him, Savage.
I'm here with Prince Nana outside a House of Glory. We're getting ready to watch some professional wrestling tonight. And there's no better way to get ready for some professional wrestling than maybe with the best coffee in the world today, Prince Nana Coffee. No wonder Savage is so hyped. It's time for professional wrestling.
That's right.
With Prince Nana.
That's right. And he's the next greatest manager after Prince Nana.
That's true. That's true. We'll see you later tonight here at House of
Coupon code SAVAGE. Pick up your coffee now. Coupon code SAVAGE. Go on over to Prince Nana Coffee. Like I said, just Google. It'll pop up right away. He's got great flavors. They got the capsules for the machines. They got ground coffee. You can buy it by the small bag. You can buy it by the pound, man. This stuff is fresh brewed and shipped to you the next day. You're not getting coffee that's sitting on a shelf or grind that's sitting. You get fresh grounded coffee sent to your house. When you order it, they grind it. Coupon code SAVAGE. Show my boy Nana that Savage sent you there, because this coffee is good shit. Shout out to Swerve Strickland. He will still be your AEW World Heavyweight Champion. Battle in the Burrow coming up live. And it's going to be happening October 19th. Starts at 6 p.m. for the meet and greet, 7 p.m. bell time, Elmwood Park Rec Center at 500 Mola Boulevard in Elmwood Park, New Jersey. It's going to be a benefit show for the Elmwood Park Food Pantry. A lot going on for that show. Savage will be there. My clients will be there. Not just clients. Just like I said, watch Becoming Savage. You'll get an idea of what's going down. The Savage Kingdom is growing strong every day, and we're going to take over professional wrestling. If you don't believe me, go to WrestlingWithSavage.com and buy some of my merch for my multiple brands, including SNS, Party with Marty, and don't forget about Savage Mania coming to you live next year from Las Vegas. And on September 28th, whether it's rain, shine, or hell, at the Wrestling Universe, at the pizzeria, hell, we might even do it at my house. DDP will be in Flushing, Queens, New York, September 28th. So make sure you come on down to meet the man. Tickets are on sale now at the WrestlingUniverse.com. And speaking of the Wrestling Universe, they have a GoFundMe right now. They need your help. So if you can, go on over to the Wrestling Universe Facebook page, the Instagram page, follow them, like them. The links are there. Go follow Matt Cardona. He was posting it too. It's on his page too. Help him out if you can. If you want to help him out, go to the WrestlingUniverse.com. Buy some figures. Buy some autographs. Buy some gifts for the friends in your life. Do it. Do it now. For everything else, professional wrestling, tomorrow night live at 8 p.m. here and on DJ Storm's channel, the Savage Storm Super Wrestling Show, where we cover everything professional wrestling in detail, and we do it for you. the Savage Kingdom. So, with that being said, I will see you people later tonight. Shout out to my cousin for having this incredible new theme song for me, and we'll play it in its entirety right now. You all make sure that you stay savage.
Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, wrestle you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a body slam. Choke slam, hit you raw, this is wrestling with Savage. Back down, hold the title, this is wrestling with Savage. The epitome of scrapping them toe to toe. We ride or die, my kingdom's with me, legendary up in my road. Tearing limbs up on my pole, the ankle lock grip is accurate. Greek God in the flesh, every move is immaculate.
Savage Kingdom, march on bones. Savage Kingdom, fight, we reign. Savage Kingdom, march on bones. Savage Kingdom, fight, we reign.
I be the king of the ring, the mightiest force to be reckoned with. The unstoppable, immovable manager, cause an exodus of other voices making money choices and wins. PG era is dead, the Savage era begins. Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, wrestle you live by the champ. A last ride straight to hell, a tombstone, a body slam. Choke slam, hit you raw, this is wrestling with Savage. Back down, hold the title, this is wrestling with Savage. The real boss of all bosses, pile drivers, hip tosses. We holding multiple titles while you keep stacking up losses. Roster talent that flosses, y'all can't even present the match. I'm Minotaur in his army, breaking backs upon the mats.
Savage Kingdom, march on bones. Savage Kingdom, fight, we reign. Savage Kingdom, march on bones. Savage Kingdom, fight, we reign.
Meet the turnbuckle, top of my knee, and then my bare knuckle skilled superstars. You don't even wanna dare tussle. Bet on showcasing top of the line, hard on the grind. Easily your city is mine. Pedigree, 1, 2, 3, wrestle you live by the champ. A